Hi there, I'm Mikey Fogarty and I'm here with my friends Patrick Mullins and Lisa O'Neill, and we'll be at Cheltenham to bring you behind the scenes for all 4 days.
But before that, we're going to look back at some of our own personal festival highlights.
And next week we'll be looking to the horses we're most looking forward to for this year's Cheltenham Festival. No pressure, lads.
Pressure retires, Lisa. I'm sure your festival highlight, I have an idea what it'd be. It'd be the Great Tiger Roll.
Yeah, it'd have to be Tiger Roll. He definitely was my highlight of the Cheltenham Festival. Just to ride into the winner's enclosure, to have a ride at the festival, let alone a winner, was just phenomenal to me.
And it didn't look that enjoyable. I was behind you most of the way, and I remember thinking at one stage that I need to get away from you because there was birch going up, he was getting lower and lower, he was very quick at his fences.
Yeah, I'd say you weren't alone trying to get away from me. No, he's just economical. He gets from A to B without losing much momentum now, but the main objective was to keep the partnership intact, so we survived and we landed over the last and got up the hill.
Yeah, you done an absolutely fantastic job on him, because a few other lads before that didn't get around on him 1 or 2 days, I think.
Did you realise you were as far clear?
No, I actually didn't. No, I didn't. I was actually landed over the last, and I was waiting for someone to come past me, as you always do, because I didn't think it was too hard to believe what was happening. But
looking back on it now, though, I don't think the way his form is now, I don't think you'd ever get past.
To be honest, I think I made him look difficult.
4 miles, 2 nationals.
From what he's achieved now, I think I made him look difficult.
You're right. Yeah. Well, my own festival highlight would have to be Don Poli in 2014. I was very lucky to get to ride. He was, I suppose, well in the weights, and he was placed in the Gold Cup afterwards. So. Patrick, you probably were very good there to mark my card.
We got the rules changed. We managed to find a loophole to get you an extra £3 allowance because you were stable conditioner, which might have been a half truth at the time.
No. Look at the amount of fellas that said it to me since that backed him. I think he was 25s into about 8s, and
it's definitely one of the all-time anti-post crews in Loughlin Bridge. You'll have no problem getting a pint down there anytime soon.
I'm still getting them. I actually probably only got one a month ago off a fella there. But
How did you celebrate, Mike?
I think I flew home that night. We went into maybe Dawson Street, and I think for a change I ended up in 37 Dawson Street that night, and with a bottle of champagne. So I knew I wasn't gonna. I said these days mightn't happen again, so I said I'd make the most of it. So
they have to be celebrated.
A great day.
Great day for Giggins Townhouse as Mikey Fogarty wins for Willie Mullins on Don Poli, and that will seal Willie's cheating trainer of the week.
Unlike you two, I didn't actually ride my Cheltenham Festival highlight. Mine is Hurricane Fly regaining his crown. I think in 2013. Obviously he was our superstar. He got beaten in it the year before. After coming off an interrupted preparation, remember he won in Leopardstown in the snow. It was hugely impressive, but I just wonder, he just left himself flat then, that being his prep run for Cheltenham. And he came back the next year, and a lot of people doubting him, and he was in the race. The Rock on Ruby was a champion hurdle winner, Binocular was a champion hurdle winner, Zach Kander and Countrywide Flame were Triumph hurdle winners. And for him to go and win it, first horse since Comedy of Errors to regain it and give 2 fingers to the critics, I got huge satisfaction out of it, and I was down the last. I remember they'd gone very hard. Rock and Ruby was in front. They'd gone very hard. Ruby'd been niggling at them down the back, and they were going so slow by the time they got over the last. It was pure hearts and guts stuff up the hill, but that was something he was never lacking in. And it's often easier.
Horse of a lifetime.
Horse of a lifetime.
Yeah.
But I find it's often easier. You get more nervous and more enjoyment in watching a race than you do riding in it, and this was definitely one of those occasions.
Yeah, no. How many Grade 1s did he win?
22.
Wow.
22. It's unheard of now, it really is. No, absolutely. Some great memories there. You can't beat a bit of nostalgia with those great horses.
And we'll be back next week to look at some of the horses we're most looking forward to for this Cheltenham Festival.